Hey guys, thought I'd just let you know we have some more like really good pictures of this rumored Xperia Arc HD phone that probably gonna come out from Sony Ericsson next year. First of all, let's talk about specs. Uh, Android OS, of course, Android 2.3.5. Not sure. I mean, I'm getting a little bit confused. All of these like 2.3, 2.3.4, 2.3.5, 2.3.7. I mean, there are these like small updates, and they're kind of boring. You might say, "Well, I want ice cream sandwich." Yeah, I mean that's also one thing that kind of sucks. I mean, ice cream sandwich got unveiled like 2 months ago, and it's getting it's taking a long time to get it out there on the market, and I don't like that. That's something that I need Android should or Google should fix so it gets out faster. But there is this problem that everyone needs to optimize it for their phones and stuff like that. But okay, so let's talk about specs on this phone. Android 2.3.5, probably the gingerbread version. Then also an HD screen. We have seen HD phones from Sammy, the Galaxy Note, and the Galaxy Nexus. We have also seen it from the Droid Razer. Also has this HD screen, and then I think wait a sec, that's a Motorola phone. Oh yeah, that's a Motorola phone. But there are some or Droid Racer. We have what else? We have like some kind of LG phone I think as well that comes up with a 720p display. What I'm trying to get here is that many phones is getting out this HD display at 1280 times 720, and many of them are like 4.6-inch screens, or could be 4.7, or it could be like the Galaxy Note 5.3-inch. And when they're getting like that, then you get good PPI, pixels per inch, but you would get a PPI that can compete with iPhone 4S when you're getting down a little lower to like 4.3 inch. So it seems like this one's gonna come out with a 4.3 inch screen, 1280 times 720p, or yeah, 1280 times 720p. I think that's higher PPI than the iPhone 4S. So that's like is it the second? I think it's the third phone that's coming out that has a better PPI than the iPhone 4S and iPhone 4. 1 gigs of RAM probably, and hopefully, and also the camera is kind of interesting. We do know that probably Sony Ericsson, they produce some camera stuff, or at least Sony. So they are kind of like Nokia. They do their good stuff. So 12 megapixel camera sounds decent. I'm not sure if Sony Ericsson's gonna put some. They're probably gonna have their own kind of UI on top of Android. But the GPU probably not the best one for gaming, but the Adreno 220 GPU, I think that we have heard about that one before, being shown off in other smartphones. And then also if you prefer this HDMI out function, it seems like we can get that, but it seems like we may not see a micro SD card option, and that sucks. But many phones are getting like that right now, that they're trying to make one storage area. So if you have a 16 gigabyte model, then you will be able to use all those 16 gigabytes for apps and stuff like that. Before it's been like, okay, you can get like a micro SD card, but then you can't. But then you can only use like 2 gigabytes of the 16 gigabyte internal, something weird like that. 2 gigabytes for Apple, something like that. Yeah, that's how it's been. Now they're basically changing now with like phones like Galaxy Nexus. So let's go ahead and take a look at some pictures here of the rumored Xperia Arc HD, also being called the Nozomi. So this is obviously some high-res pictures. Badass phone, probably. I'm not sure if I like the design. I mean, I think it looks too much. I mean, it needs some rounded off thingies. It got this. I'm not sure. I mean, it looks good, but I don't know about this thing on the bottom. I don't know if I like these buttons over there. I'm not sure what it is with the UI, but it looks like an old Android version. I know I'm gonna get a couple of dislikes on this video because I said that, but yeah. Okay, here we go. Here you can also see it, and also feels like, why did it make this big thing down at the bottom? Feels like there's nothing over there that you use. It's only the Xperia text. I don't get it. But obviously I need you probably need to have a hands-on on this device to really feel how it feels like. But then also the buttons, I mean, this is like real, you know, buttons, and they look kind of awkward, and they're probably kind of hard, you know, that you have to like push them down kind of hard. Also, we can see that it has obviously a dedicated camera button there. That's good. Heatphones, it doesn't have that. Like my S2 and a lot of other Android devices that doesn't have that, and like the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 4. So here we also have some more pictures, but I mean, looks boring. I mean, I think the Xperia Play looks so much better. This one looks like, I don't know what, but yeah, it looks like, yeah, boring, like an iPhone from the 90's or something like that. See,